Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Spike Ridgley Show for the 2022 season. I'm your host, Dave Sheets, and with me is the head coach of the Massillon Tiger baseball team, Spike Ridgley. Spike, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Spike, your Tigers are now 8-3 after playing 3 more games last week. Let's go back to the scheduled home-and-home matchup with Perry last Tuesday and Wednesday. 1 game canceled and 1 game played. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, you know, we tried like crazy to get that second one in. We switched it on Tuesday to Thursday, but the weather didn't cooperate. Imagine that. So, but that was a great game. Just a great defensive ball game by both teams. No errors by either team. 2 really good pitching performances. I told the guys, their pitcher, I think his name is Essinger. He threw a complete game, you know, and we had to really scrap and try to push a couple runs across. And I think the difference in that game ended up being 2 out hitting. They had a nice squad. They were very well coached, really fundamental. We were just able to sneak out of trouble a few times with 2 outs and guys on base, more than a few times. So, and you can't do that unless you're playing really good defense, and we had that night with some great pitching as well.
Saturday was a big day as your Tigers swept a doubleheader from Cuyahoga Falls. Your pitching staff recorded shutouts in both games. Now, that's not easy to do either, is it?
No, you know, you line up for the doubleheader and you bring a couple extra guys with you from the JV team to help, and you know, you expect that you're going to need 4 or 5 guys anytime you're playing 2 in one day. And yeah, we were very fortunate to be able to only use 2 guys. It was because it was a doubleheader. We were able to finish game 1 with Christian Marsh. He only threw 6 pitches to get out of the jam there at the end. I think that game ended 4-0. Then we had about a half an hour in between. We just had him throw in between as if we were batting, and it was time for him to go back out. And then he ended up starting the game. So it worked out for us. We had a few other guys there available, but yeah, if you'd told me we were going to get through that with 2 pitchers, we certainly would have taken that.
And I know Saturday was also a special day because it was Youth Day at Schroeder Field. Tell us some more about that, and how long has this tradition been a part of Tiger baseball?
We've been doing it now for 3 or 4 years. We had that pause right there for the 1 year where we weren't able to there with the COVID stuff. But Brian Smith does an incredible job with our youth program, and then there's a lot of support from MISA, and they lined it up. We told them what day we'd like to do it, and we always want to invite those kids back in and let them see what they're playing towards as they grow, you know, through the program. And we're actually going to make an adjustment for next year too. We had picture day out at the Little League fields Sunday, and we're going to move that to the Duck, I think, next year. So it's a big day. There was close to a couple hundred kids there. There was a big crowd. There was a lot of great positive energy the end of that first game, and then in between getting the kids on the field and letting them experience it a little bit.
And to win both games, that doesn't hurt either, does it?
Yeah, anytime you invite half the city of Massillon into the stadium, it's nice to be in the lead during that time. But it worked out. We played well, and credit to coaches of the youth teams for getting the kids and bringing them out, and thanks to all the parents that were able to sort of spend the day with us and bring their kids out.
Now, I've always been interested in learning more about baseball, and in this case, baseball signs. Whether it be from catcher to pitcher, coaches to base runners, or putting on a play, how simple or complicated can those signs be at the high school level?
Are you really asking me for our signs on TV?
I'm not asking you for your signs specifically.
No, you know, it depends. Sometimes you'll change them. I mean, if you play a team more than once, sometimes you'll change them. I mean, one thing that we gotten into a little bit more this year is recording our games to put on huddles so that we can review them. And, you know, I've had to think about different things that I haven't thought about before. I make sure I'm not in the frame given the signs so they can't be seen there. But, you know, generally you'll have an indicator sometimes that'll say, hey, something's about to come next. And then when you get that, we're not doing it yet, but as we get later into the year, there might be something that closes it as well. Or maybe we are doing it right now. But no, it can get pretty complicated with the hand signs. But then about, I don't know, 4 years ago, we started using the card system too. So when you come to our games, you'll see the kids wearing the what do you call it, the cards on their arms inside the armbands. And then you'll see Coach Knight will give 3 numbers that'll sometimes mean something with pitches, maybe something defensively. But it's a way to communicate with the guys on the field, and it would be very difficult to crack that code. And then you're able to make different sets of cards too pretty easily through the program that we use. So we certainly try to do our part to make sure that somebody doesn't get our signs.
All right, appreciate that. When we come back, we'll visit with a Tiger player after this timeout on the Spike Ridgley Show.
At MCTV, we listen to your needs. That's why our internet options deliver the speed and reliability you don't just want, but you need. Upgrade your internet service to give your in-home Wi-Fi an extra boost. More data running through your home means you can power more devices, spend less time buffering, and more time connected to what matters most. Upgrade today. Give us a call or contact us online. MCTV. We go the extra mile.
And welcome back to the Spike Ridgley Show. The Tiger player joining us this week is senior outfielder Austin Brawley. Austin, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Austin, what are your earliest memories of playing baseball and who taught you the game?
I would say my earliest memories of playing baseball is at the Little League fields, playing for Jeff Cycle's team with Shane and Nathan Burleigh, fellow seniors, and just getting to compete against other Massillon kids.
I know a lot of people are familiar with you and all the success you had on the football field. What made the decision for you, or what was the thought process of coming back and playing baseball your senior year?
I took a year or two off to run track to try to focus on getting speed for football, to try to go earn my scholarships for football. And once I did, I wanted to come back and play a sport I enjoyed my senior year and just have fun with all the guys I've been playing with throughout the years.
Did you have any personal goals that you set for yourself for baseball?
I would say the biggest personal goal is to try to steal as many bases as I can and make some spectacular plays out in the outfield.
What are some of the skills needed to be a good outfielder?
Some skills you need is good hand-eye coordination, because you have to know when to put your glove up at the exact time the ball's coming down. You have to have quick feet because the ball can go any direction. You have to change direction at any time.
Now you have a unique opportunity this coming Saturday. Most guys don't ever have this chance. So you've been selected to play in the North-South All-Star football game at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, the Division I, II, and III games at noon. So you're going to be playing in that. And then you're hoping to play in the baseball game at 5 o'clock against Stowe. What do you think about all that?
I think it's a very unique opportunity to be able to showcase my skills in football in front of Massillon fans, because it's at home. Mm-hmm. Last time playing at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. And then I get to go over to the Duck and try to help my teammates win a game, and a big game, mm-hmm. to try to help us get better seeding in the playoffs.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in action, both in the pads and then back in the uniform as well, in the baseball uniform. So good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Austin. Good luck the rest of the season. And Spike Ridgley will rejoin the program in just a moment.
Hello, and welcome to the Stark County Humane Society. Today we're going to give you a few pointers when considering adopting a new furry friend. All animals here at the Stark County Humane Society are spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, dewormed, and if old enough, heartworm tested for our canine friends. Adopters will receive a free exam within 2 weeks of adoption at local veterinarian hospitals. We encourage all adopters to take full advantage of this. A one-time adoption fee is required for your new furry friend. When you adopt, you get an awesome adoption packet that includes treats for your new fur baby and savings for you. But this is not where the cost of adoption stops. Did you know the average cost of an animal like a new puppy or kitten can cost up to $500 annually? This includes annual veterinarian visits, preventative care, and everyday supplies like crate, litter, food, toys. But I hope this doesn't scare you away. Adopting an animal is a huge responsibility and a commitment. Please take the time to consider the cost of adopting a new pet into your family today. I hope to see you soon at the Stark County Humane Society. Please visit our website or visit us on social media for more information.
And welcome back to the Spike Ridgley Show. Spike, we just spoke with senior Austin Brawley in our last segment. How would you describe Austin's impact on this year's team?
You know, he's a quiet leader. You know, he's very athletic. He's one of the most athletic players I've ever coached. He's got the experience from the bright lights of football, so he's been there and he's been in the fire in really important games. So he's able to bring that sort of calm in the middle of the storm attitude and approach that he has. And really the thing I've been most impressive with him is, you know, he's going to play college football. He's committed. He knows he's doing that next year. But he's still approached this season asking great questions at practice, trying to learn the system, understand inside and out everything that we're trying to do, how we're trying to play defensively, how we're trying to play offensively. It's been impressive because it would be really easy to kind of have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, knowing what your plan is for next year. And he's had 2 feet squarely in the door the whole time.
Record-wise, we're about at the halfway point in the regular season. Can you give us an update on the freshman and JV teams at this point?
Yeah, they've got, I think after the weekend, I think 11 games, or no, 9 games, I think, for JV and maybe 10 for freshmen. And they're right about 500, both of them, and they're getting better. They're improving. Their record early on was, you know, maybe a win and 3 or 4 losses, and they've really turned it on since, both teams. Fighting back up to that 500 mark, and it's been good to see. One thing that we've been really lucky with is we have a couple of two sets of coaches that are really good with those groups, and they're really locked in and invested in the program. So just guys that have been incredibly positive, whether it's Ken Pryor, every time I got to communicate another cancellation with him, he has the most positive approach with it, and so does Coach Todich with the JV team. So we're really lucky. The kids have been responding, and it's been fun to watch them progress.
Speaking of the weather, earlier this week, another cancellation and a game that was scheduled at Canton South. But let's look forward to Thursday now, a road game at Dover.
Yeah, you know, real quick on the Canton South thing, you know, I thought we experienced every possible way to cancel a game. But last night we were able to get all the way over there, warm up, and get ready to go, and then it rained. So, but everybody's positive, like I said before. But, you know, we have a chance to play at Ellett tonight. It'll be a tough matchup for us. It was a 2-1 game the last time. And then we have Dover, who beat us the last time. So that's going to be on Thursday. We're going to get a chance to go over to their field. They've got a brand new turf field that they just put in at their community park there. So that'll be a neat experience for us, and then a really tough opponent on Saturday as well. You know, to go from Ellett to Dover to Stowe, it's going to be a tough week. We're going to have to play well.
Let's talk a little bit about that Stowe matchup on Saturday.
Yeah, so we're playing in the NICU Classic. It's a benefit for the hospitals, so it's going to be really cool. People are going to have a chance to donate. And we did it last year. We're really proud to be a part of that, and we're doing it again this year. We're trying to move that game to 5 p.m. So that Austin can play in it. Austin's going to be in that north-south football game in the afternoon, and then we're hoping that he gets a chance to be able to walk over after that and play in a baseball game. Maybe not on the same scale as what Deion Sanders did at that one time with the World Series, but we'd like to have our starter in the lineup in the evening time, so we're trying to switch that. But great program. I believe they're ranked in the state. They were in the top 20, I think. And a lot of respect for Coach DeBoard. He's on the Northeast Ohio Baseball Coaches Organization staff, and he'll have them well coached and ready.
And then the schedule says Monday at Glen Oak. Is that still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Another Federal League opponent.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, we lost. We didn't get to play a couple of them before because of the rain, and those are games we really need. You know, we didn't get to play Green. We didn't get to play Glen Oak the first time, and we didn't get to play one of the Perry games. And it's disappointing because we need to play in those games because those are super high energy tournament atmosphere type of games, and it'll be that way on Monday.
Well, once again, thanks for your time and good luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
As we wrap up another edition of the Spike Ridgley Show, we want to thank Coach and Senior Outfielder Austin Brawley for joining us on the program this week. I'm your host, Dave Sheets. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Tigers.